getting out around it. I was black and white. How come I'm not seeing in color? Lost without you, I can't make it through the night. How come I'm not seeing in color? So far gone. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. My shadows, they follow you like an accomplice. Lost all of your dreams, the night is heartless. My shadows, they follow you. My shadows, they follow you in the darkness. Can you feel it? The fire in your soul, leaping at the chance for love. Can you feel it? Haunting your senses, letting all your feelings go. But I can feel it bursting through my veins. Your love's the only drug I know. But we've been playing the hand now we're devil. We can light it up. I know that we can make it through the night, but I can feel the fire inside. So there won't be no fear tonight.
Yo, what's going on everyone? It's your boy Cynical, and today we're back casting another lovely tournament. FIFAe Nations League group stage for the Maltese national team. The lovely team from Project Eversio. We got our three main men, Tim, Vella and Jafin, of course. The first game is against Iceland. The second game is against Bosnia, and the third game is against Netherlands. Basically, we will still pass to the knockouts, which is tomorrow. Then tomorrow, depends where we place in the group stage, we get allocated somewhere in the knockouts. So the more we get near that first spot in the group, the easier the games. So that's what we're gonna be trying to do, trying to get close to first as much as possible, so we place better in the knockouts and have a bigger chance to advance till the end, basically. And that will reward us with consistency points, and at the end of the 3 weeks, this is week 2, so the second one out of 3, at the end, all the consistency points will be counted, and the top teams will be selected for the final championship. So, low-key, week 1 we didn't do that bad. We got knocked out, I believe, in the round of 16. Yeah, we won one of the first knockouts, and then we got eliminated, unfortunately, by the amazing team at the Netherlands. So, listen, big things to come. Of course, shout out to everyone tuning in. We have week 2 of the FIFAe Nations League featuring Rocket League. The first game will start shortly. As you can see, this is the countdown. In about 3 minutes the game starts. And shout out to the amazing Eversio Mick as well for providing me with all the graphics and stuff like that. It's always sometimes it's always hectic with a lot of like technical issues, but Eversio Mick, special shout out to him because he helped me out a ton, and we have better graphics this time. Hey, listen, you can't complain when you're working with these lovely people. But yeah, in a few minutes we will start game 1 against Iceland. Some people will say this is probably what will determine our position, because the Netherlands are high favorites, of course. We played them in week 1 and they knocked us out, so they will obviously be the favorites. But listen, this is Rocket League, anything can happen. We can maybe scrape a draw and that gets us to the top of the group, who knows? It's all an open game. We can see the link, you can check the consistency points in. That was provided to us by Eversio Mick. I pinned it as well in the chat for now. And you can see where Malta are at the start of week 2. Of course, this will change according to how we do. We will obviously make it out the group, but then depends on how far we go through the knockouts, and the consistency points go up according to that. So listen, good stuff. I'm honestly wishing the Maltese national team a big good luck from me, but I know that they practiced and they low-key have this on lockdown. So listen, we don't have to be pressured or anything. We have a lovely team. They have great chemistry together. They've been playing for ages now. I think they are almost like at the 2-year mark of playing together as well. So listen, a massive good luck from me and all the chat as well. We have 10 lovely people inside of here as well. And we are almost about to start. The schedule time, of course, marks 30 seconds. But listen, we're reversing KSI as well, because we're apparently in the thick of it as well. I had to do that joke, my bad. But we are in the thick of it, as you can see, versing KSI. I think we're just waiting on the Iceland national team, and we will basically start whenever they give us the go-ahead. But yeah, chat, what are some predictions you guys are putting in right now? How do you determine these, basically how it works? 2 legs, and for example, if Malta win the first game or second, and Iceland win first game or second, so both teams win 1 and lose 1, there is 1 point to be shared by both of them, and how it works is basically like normal football. If you win, you get 3 points. If you draw, you get 1 point, and if you lose, you get 0 points. There is goal difference, but from what we saw last time, they don't take that into consideration. They take in consideration, for example, if us and Iceland are drawn points, they take the result that we had between each other. So if we scored more against Iceland and we're at the end drawn points, that basically makes us top them, so we'll be second instead of third, vice versa. So that's how it works. We're about to get into game 1 as well. So as you can see, we're about to enter here. So the FIFA Nations League 2026 is about to kick off shortly, and it's about to kick off. 3, 2, 1, go, and we're underway in week 2 of the FIFAe Nations League group stage for the Maltese national team. There you go, Jafin. Tim tries to serve it to Vella. Vella doesn't go for it. Vella passes it back to Tim. Tim, not the touch he was hoping for. Doesn't hit the ball, but Jafin recovers. There was no pressure from Iceland there, thankfully. Vella looking to start a play. Sees Tim. Tries to touch it to Tim. Tim takes it. Vella goes back for boost. Vella gets bumped by Jafin, but Vella recovers. Vella pressures the mid ball. Jafin with an amazing save. Pez for Iceland. Tries to shoot, but Vella cuts him out very beautifully there. Tim with an important touch that led to nowhere, unfortunately, but Jafin applying more pressure. Tim pressuring the ball there. Vella again. Jafin. And Iceland and Malta are cancelling each other out in the middle of the pitch, as we can see. Jafin doesn't hit the ball, but reads the shot. Tim catches the ball beautifully. Tries to go apply more pressure. And Iceland nearly score here, but an amazing save by Jafin to cut them out and keep this first game here 0-0. Iceland applying more pressure. They see Malta vulnerable right now, so they're trying to apply more pressure, but Jafin tries to respond to that. Tim tries to get the double touch, and Vella with an amazing shot to put Malta in the lead of game 1, the first leg of the group stages. And an amazing shot by Vella to put us in the lead. Vella with a smart demo there. Jafin can regroup. Goes for the second time. Lovely catch. But Iceland are trying to pass it, but no one is attacking together for them. Pez passes it to his teammate. Gets over Vella. Tim cuts him out beautifully. Fakes the flip reset. Goes for the 50. Vella tried to clear it, but unfortunately didn't hit the ball. Jafin trying to gather some boost here to help out Vella. And does so beautifully. Tries to pass it to Tim. Tim sees an opportunity here. Tries to read his opponent. Jafin passes it to Vella. Very unfortunate that he couldn't get there. Vella flicks it up to Tim. Tim recovers beautifully. Couldn't get it towards goal though. Brilliant defending by Iceland. This Iceland team is very strong, but the Maltese national team are showing that they are stronger. From what we can see in this first leg here. Vella tries to pinch it in, but couldn't get there. Vella applying more pressure. Smari tries to read it off the back wall. Gets a bump. Vella clears it again. Tim goes for the second time. Jafin regroups. Tries to see where his teammate is. He finds Tim off the backboard. And the Iceland defender manages to get a crucial touch. Vella reads it off the backboard and Jafin pinches it very slowly into the net, but the small goals, big goals, they all count. And that was a big goal by Jafin. Pretty slow, but as long as it goes in, that's all that matters. Let's go. Yes, sir. 2-0 for Malta in this first leg against Iceland. And Iceland get a kickoff goal with under a minute left. Very unfortunate for the Maltese team, but brilliantly done by Iceland. I'm seeing some interesting chats in the chat, but hey, appreciate everyone that is tuning in from all over the world. This is Malta against Iceland in week 2 of the FIFAe Nations League group stages. Vella, brilliant clear of the backboard. Iceland applying more pressure. Jafin without boost gets a crucial touch, but Iceland equalize with under 30 seconds left. And it is very unfortunate for the Maltese team. Started off strong, but slowly decayed a bit. But listen, it's over until it's over. And Rocket League is a prime example of that. Tim scores off the kickoff to show us that that is correct. A lovely pass by Jafin there. Brilliantly read by Tim as well. You love to see it. Brilliantly done. We shouldn't park the bus. Rocket League is not a game you park the bus. The best defense is always to attack. Especially letting your opposing team make that first mistake and then capitalize on it. Tim goes up for it. Will that get pinched into net? Brilliant save by the Iceland team. Vella pops it up and touches it on the floor to get Malta the first game in the bag. And one step closer to the 3 points. First 3 points available, you can say. And obviously we saw a big performance by this Maltese national team. We won against Iceland, but there's 2 legs. So if Iceland win, we share 1 point at least. So there's 1 point in the bag already. But if we win the second game, we get all the 3 points and leave Iceland with no points. So that is how it works. It's very similar to Champions League football, if you are familiar with that. With the league standings and stuff like that. So let's go again into here. And game 2 is about to kick off. 3, 2, 1. And game 2, the second leg against Iceland in the first matchup of our group stages. Group C as well. That's the group we have been placed into, with Netherlands, Iceland, and also we have Bosnia on our group. Game 1 only for now? Yes, it is. We're playing against really strong teams as well. So don't think that this Iceland team doesn't have any talent. Of course, a lot of these players play professionally with teams outside of Europe as well. European teams and even outside of Europe. A brilliant save by Iceland, but Tim capitalizes brilliantly there to put Malta on the lead in the second leg here. That was a close one and Tim read it perfectly and gets Malta one step closer to the 3 points. A win is a win always, but you need to try to go for as much wins as possible. Tim passes it to Jafin. Very unfortunate to not get the second goal there. There's a read off the backboard coming, but brilliantly saved by Vella. Cleared away by Tim. Followed up by Jafin. Jafin goes for the bump. Couldn't find the keeper there. Vella. Immense amount of pressure. Tim tries to dunk. Vella regains it. Gets demoed, unfortunately. A useless flip reset from the Iceland team that didn't go anywhere. Brilliantly done by Malta. Gain back possession. Vella tries to pass it to Jafin! And Jafin couldn't hit it, unfortunately. Tim passes it to Jafin. Jafin couldn't hit it. Gets bumped, but Tim fixes his errors very beautifully. Jafin off the wall. Jafin with the flip reset! Couldn't get it the second time, but very well done. And Tim goes up. Tries to get the solo play there. Couldn't get there. Iceland applying more pressure on the Maltese defense. Jafin passes it to Vella. Tim lurking around trying to see if he can get the ball. He couldn't. Jafin trying to stalk off the wall. Gets the crucial touch as well. Vella trying to put more pressure on Iceland. Vella tries to touch it to Jafin. Iceland get a crucial touch. Iceland get the flip reset off. But Tim gets that crucial touch to remove the possession. But Malta have a lot of pressure here in the last 2 minutes. With just a 1-goal margin. Just to remind you. We can see Vella pass it to Tim. Tim will catch this. Go off the wall. Get that ceiling shot off. Trying to bump the defenders, but couldn't find them. Vella flicks it over to Tim. But a double commit by Iceland. Leaves the opportunity to Jafin to pass, but Vella couldn't square it down. Tim. An incredible save. A big double commit by Malta. Will this leave an opportunity for Iceland? No, it will not. Vella tries to flick it over the defender. Tim goes back up for it. And basically we can see a lot of pressure from the Iceland defense as well. Brilliantly done by the Maltese national team. More defense, as we can see here. Jafin goes back up for it. Vella. Tim with an incredible save. Jafin with another crucial block. Tim. An incredible flick. Jafin. Jafin keeps reading the Iceland defense. Tim. Vella. Vella going for the solo play. Gets a pinch off! And Jafin nearly gets 2-0 to close out the game. Malta need to be very careful here. Not to concede, and brilliantly done by Tim to shut down the second leg, and 3 points is ours in the first matchup for the Maltese national team. 3 points on the board, and you love to see that. Very nice and well done for the Maltese national team. As you can see, we have even a countdown for the next game. Production, shout out to Mick and obviously the whole technical team at FIFA as well. We can see other countries entering the chat as well. We welcome you to the stream as well. Shout out to the 22 people as well tuning in. We got the first 3 points on the board as well. You love to see it. And our next game is against Belarus. Just to remind you, if we win against Belarus, we will have 6 points and guarantee second place as well. And then the matchup against Netherlands decides it all, if we're gonna be first or second. Now, I did a bit of peeping, alright, what our possible matchups will be in the knockouts. And low-key, the best scenarios are either first place or third place, from my calculations. But listen, second place is also good, but that's the best solution slash situation we can get ourselves into according to the matchups. So I might be wrong. The more wins we get is always better, because this is a brilliant display from the Maltese national team against Iceland, which arguably are up there with one of the greater teams. And we can see that the Maltese team are playing really well. Qualifications for the LAN requires top 12. Currently we are top 10. That's not bad. So we are getting closer and closer. Sorry, by the way, I want to let you guys know, if you notice, this Spalliera is a bit broken. It's a typical thing we do in Maltese, in Malta basically. I don't know if I'm the only one, but since I use them a lot, I break a lot of them. And before the stream I just broke it, and yes, it's a Maltese tradition. I accidentally broke it and forgot to remove it. Let me remove it. There you go. Only you, buddy. Alright, bro. Alright. Alright. Let's hope I don't get flamed for this. But yes. Chat, the next matchup is against Belarus. And this is the lovely countdown here. Hi, let's show off a bit the other graphics the lovely team provided with us. We have Bosnia against Malta. An interesting matchup, because a win here gets us guaranteed first or second. Guaranteed second. And then if we win against... we get more points for second and third. Good shout by Vella. By the way, Vella, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're smashing the game. We appreciate you. Very nice, very nice. Shout out to Jafin, Vella, and Tim as well. Our starting lineup. We're doing Mr. TikTok himself. We can see the whole Avengers popping in the chat as well to support the our local national team as well. You love to see it. You love to see it. Are those two countries matched together? Yeah, Bosnia and I forgot the second part of their country. But yes, that's one country. It's basically like a small region in geographic terms. It's like two small states that get combined into one. That's basically how it is. Play clips of the game. I can't provide you with that, but listen, in under 10 minutes, you will see the full gameplay, so don't you worry about that. Senegal is not a country. I never claimed to be a country. I never did. If I did, pull up the clips. I'm ready to react. Alright? I'm not a country. For now. Alright. Listen, who knows? I can start my own country now. In the next 3 days. We have the Kingdom of Senegal. The United Senegals. That's what I would do with, eh? It kind of has that hint, you know? It has... Listen, I will ban 6-7 from the first day of the launch of the Senegal Kingdom, alright? The United Senegals is not a country. State of Senegal. Get Jafin on. He is playing with the Maltese national team, brother. He is one of 3. Jafin, Vella and Tim. Personally, the most I talked to was Jafin, and he told me how much they're preparing and stuff like that. So I admired the work they put in. All of them. Even the people behind the scenes as well. Including Eversio Mick. And we can see a lot of people putting Ermito Jebel. Let's not show all our traditions, alright, right now. Because there is the outside countries tuning in to see and peep what Malta is all about, so we gotta keep our, you know, professionality. You know, I don't know why we're saying Ermito Jebel right now. Do you own the stream of these countries? Yes. Here we're only streaming the games being played by the Maltese national team. But if you go on FIFA.gg, you will find basically all the games that are being streamed right now. Yes, this is the official Malta team stream. But FIFA.gg, you will find all the results, the full streams of every matchup. I think there are countries that don't have the stream, but most of them do. Ermito Jebel is like we're basically combined with Ermito Jebel. Like Belarus have 2 states combined. It's Malta, Gozo, and Ermito Jebel. And we're combined. That's how it works. Jafin interview. Can we get... Imagine... Oh, we'll do that, eh? For tomorrow, for the knockouts. If Jafin wants to get interviewed, I will interview him any day of the week, because it will bring the production up another level. I don't mind it. So, if only if they want to, because I know they're locked in right now. As you can see, against Iceland, they locked in like crazy, you know. Let me drink a bit, because my throat is skadoosh. By the way, chat, you like my red room? Is it pretty red? Your throat is Ermito Jebel. Alright, everyone is Ermito Jebel at this point. Saint Lourdes fireworks factors is Ermito Jebel, therefore it is a country too. Everything that is Ermito Jebel is a country. So Senegal is a country. Jafin is a country as well. Vella's a country. Tim is a country. Everything. Everything under the sun, country. Alright. So my dog is a country as well. Don't let me pull up my dog, yeah? Which I will. Hamroon isn't. Why is Hamroon catching all the flames now? I don't know what Kenya just said. I'm not gonna say it just in case, because if it's something wild, Hamroon is not a country. It's not even real. Hamroon is an illusion, from what I see. Have you ever tried to drive in Hamroon? That's how you know it is an illusion. It's basically where people crash out the most, in traffic terms, for anyone outside of Malta. Eh? You don't get this information anywhere else, eh? Only here on the stream. You love to see it. I love the songs. These are all Rocket League songs. And yeah, by the way, did you guys see the World Cup collab Rocket League are pulling up? That is insane, huh? It's gonna come out with the new season. That's what they were reporting. I can't get interviews. Alright, Bungie, lock in. Bungie needs to lock in, bro. We need to lock in. Can we get a Bungie interview? Listen, I don't think they want an interview right now. I think they're practicing. All of them. Crazy. Hey, I was crazy once. Who knows? I might still be crazy. This Maltese national team is crazy, bro. The way they performed against Iceland, we got games on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Bungie interview trust. Why does everyone want me to interview each other? Give me a go ahead and I'll interview anyone. Alright? Under the sun. You can tell me, interview Barack Obama, and I will. Alright? I will find questions. I question everything. I question how do I close my eyes in my bed as well. So, that's the tier we are. Bungie retired. Away, Bungie. Bungie, he's Maltese. Ara, you know how you notice when people are Maltese? If they like pastizzi, or Kinney, or the sun, or the beaches. One of them, you're Maltese. That's what I'd be saying. Is it fair enough, chat? Let me know. No, he's from Antarctica. I don't know about that one, bro. Is there actually people living in Antarctica? Don't let me Google that. You know I'm Googling it. Is there anyone living in Antarctica? No indigenous people or permanent residents live in Antarctica. There was a temporary population of 5,000 scientists, researchers and support staff live during the summer. Bomba, huh? You'll have to see it. They were camping outside of there. Bungie's an alien, can confirm. What's good, Zelion? What's good, gang? Just show us the game. The game hasn't started, bro. That's why we have the counter. Wait, there. There. Alright, listen, I'm not gonna answer anything. What is Bosnia? Yo. That's wild. Listen, I'm not gonna say your comments because people would think I'm throwing shots at any countries. Listen, I like to go on vacations, haven't done one in a while, but I don't want to arrive in one of these countries and actually get flamed. So we need to, you know, lock in. Is Bungie still playing RL on keyboard? Wait, all the Maltese national team, they should be, I think they're all on controller. Oh, I don't know how you guys play on keyboard and mouse, huh? On any game, even like Counter-Strike and stuff like that. I see Zelion here. I don't know, man. How keyboard and mouse, it's not built for gaming, I think. I'm probably offending a lot of people, but a controller makes sense for me. Let's say me. I respect anyone. Like, my respect to you as a gamer if you play on keyboard is through the roof. Listen. The stipend hasn't raised yet. Wait. You're talking to Bungie. You play R6. I never played it. Unsubscribes to Syndicate. Why? I told you, I have more of a respect to you if you play on keyboard and mouse. Huh? That's what I'll be saying, you know? What's your rank in Rocket League? How has this turned into me? My current rank is C2 on doubles. I'm lying. I demoted yesterday. But I was C3 a few days ago. I don't know, I started a holy D rank. I don't know, man. I don't know. The public queuing in Rocket League is at an all-time low. My teammates were reversing yesterday. Reversing. In a competitive match. Alright. I didn't expect that. Rocket League is a funny game, you can say. Ones, I don't play ones, bro. I think I'm like still platinum because I barely play it. Peak C3 is not bad. Hey, appreciate that, man. On doubles. Standard, I think I can get a higher rank. I'm very close to champion. On standard. I don't know, I don't play it often. I'm very used to playing doubles. Yes, just to let you all know, there is a local tournament on the 13th. Zelion, where can they get more information on? Do you have a website on it? So you guys can share it in the chat. I am peak C2 in ones. That's not bad, Nikki. Alright. We are still waiting on Belarus. Sorry, not Belarus. That was the week 1 opponents. Bosnia. And when we are about to load in the game, I will let you know. Yeah, listen. Pretty good. You can get stuck in C1 and you peaked at Grand Champ. It is possible. Especially if you don't have like a duo or like 2 other people. If in the case of some people here you play standard. It is very much possible to get stuck in those ranks. I am very much in that same position right now. Yes, Twitch Whispers still a thing, yes, it is. Yeah, let's not get into Doctor Disrespect, bro. That's wild, huh? Crazy scenes. Alright, whenever we get more news on the game starting, we will let you guys know. Actually, I think Belarus and Netherlands was delayed slightly, so that's why we're still waiting on... Why do I keep telling them Belarus, man? Bosnia. I should be happy about Bosnia as a country, because they knocked out Italy in the World Cup qualifiers. And no Italy for the World Cup. Yeah? Very nice. Mick knows ball. Bro, he is the ball. He is the ball. That's how good Mick is. There's people wanting to 1v1 each other in the chat right now. Yo, that's wild. L ball knowledge cynical. I know about Dr. Disrespect and his situation, ta. I don't know why I'm getting L ball knowledge. I know, I mean, if you know football, I mean, you guys know that Italy are not competing. Bosnia, alright, I think he meant to say Bosnia. I will bribe you for 100 pounds, will you... Alright, we're not bribing anyone, alright? Let's lock in. Does our team have SSL and Rocket League? Jfin is SSL, oh. I don't know about the others, but I think Jfin is an SSL. What's your Discord user? Your voice sounds similar to someone I heard. My username is its_cynical. For anyone asking. Holy L ball knowledge. Listen, they are all SSL, right? I'm not gonna say they're SSL and mispresent them, but I know I talked to Jfin personally, and he is SSL. I think they are all of them. Huh? Yeah, how is the Maltese team chosen? Is it based on highest MMR? No, it's based on PlayCon held a tournament, and Project Eversio won the tournament, so they represented Malta in the World Cup, and now Week 1 and Week 2 in the Nations League. Week 2 is the one that you're obviously watching right now. But yes, they are all SSL. El Bosnia, GG, we won. Tim is so fine, someone give me his number. I never... Wait, I actually saw them in person, I think, yeah. And I think we are about to get into the match, everyone. So, yes, we are creating the lovely lobby now. You'll love to see it. Is everything good in Malta? We have the Maltese national team, which are very good. We have Pastizzi, if you've ever heard of them, and stuff like that. So I would say most things are good here in Malta, especially the beaches. J-Fin is the greatest thing you can taste here. Rocket League skill-wise. And yeah, listen, everything is great. Come give us a visit. I'm not being paid to say that, I'm just promoting my own country. But you will see this incredible Maltese national team if you come visit. So, hey, PlayCon, that's where the Maltese team gets decided. Lovely stuff. Since the firework no, listen, there were 2 people injured, but everyone is fine now, so I appreciate the concerns. We are gamers, we wouldn't be next to dangerous places. Yeah, we are stuck in our houses, I'm one of them, so yeah. And we are about to kick off, everyone. And game 1 against Bosnia versus Malta. Very nice stuff. J-Fin hits the backboard. A double comment by Malta, but J-Fin corrects the mistake. You love to see it. Vella trying to set up Tim. Tim takes it. Tries to set up J-Fin. J-Fin thought twice about going for it. And Bosnia regain possession. Tim. Incredible amount of pressure by Vella and Tim. J-Fin passes it to Vella. Vella puts it down for Tim, and Tim scores the first game in the matchup and the first leg against Bosnia. You love to see it. And Tim with the first goal. Lovely play by the Maltese national team to kick start us. Very nice stuff. Vella gets a crucial touch. J-Fin goes for pressure. That pressure worked because Tim regains possession now. Tim tries to get 2 touches off. Vella hits it off the ceiling. J-Fin off the sidewall. Tim goes for the shot, hits the crossbar. And Bosnia regain possession. They try to find each other, but Malta are putting Bosnia the same way they are doing in most of their matches. J-Fin with the shot! And he was lurking there, and an incredible read to give Malta the second goal in the first leg, matched up against Bosnia. Did I see massive in the chat? That was nowhere less than massive, bro. How do I tell you? 2-0 lead in Rocket League is not a 2-0 lead in football in general. It can slip away fast, but it can be crucial. And Vella and Tim goes for the rebound, and another goal by the Maltese national team. 3-2-1 and 3-0 here in the first match against Bosnia. Vella goes for the backboard read. Couldn't get there. Tim, an insane amount of pressure. Will he get a demo off here? J-Fin shuts down Bosnia and Vella hits the crossbar again. Jafin tries to set up Vella. Vella lurking there. Gets a shot off. Tim pressures Bosnia again. Tim gets another demo. Tim rotating. Claiming back the ball. Bosnia applying more pressure. Tim. Jafin. Jafin. Reading it well. Tries to find his teammate. Vella. Goes for it again. Vella with the shot and then an amazing goal by Vella. Seeing a gap in defense for Bosnia. Incredible ball control. Finds the corner. And you love to see it. Someone in the chat said Kashkira Jaya. I completely agree. By the looks of it. Maltese national team playing very well. Tim gets demoed, but only as far as Jafin with the double touch! And another goal by Malta. 5-0 as it stands. Will the margin get bigger or smaller? I guess we'll find out. And Jafin goes up, hits the flip reset! And Jafin scores a flip reset as well! To top off an incredible display by Malta. You love to see it. And I'm seeing a lot of interesting chats as well. And you love to see it. You love to see it. Jafin hits the flip reset! And again! Another flip reset by Jafin. Jafin trying to go for that flip reset hat-trick. Presente. Jafin. Lovely stuff. 7-0 as it stands in the first leg here against Bosnia. Tim. Off the wall. Vella. Couldn't read it. Bosnia trying to minimize the gap. Jafin regains that gap. Vella. Almost read it perfectly. Tim applying more pressure. Jafin applying even more pressure. Tim passes it to Jafin and Jafin taps it in net. Beautifully done by the Maltese national team. And an incredible performance, as we can see here. And we can see some predictions in the chat. Someone, shout out to Arku, he said 10-0 is his prediction. Jafin off the sidewall. Tim gets demoed. Vella. Vella trying to read it. Vella and Tim hugging each other. I don't know, I haven't seen this tactic in any of the Rocket League major competitions, but it almost worked. Malta creating new tactics as well, you love to see it. Vella puts it off the backboard, but brilliantly done by Jafin there to read it. Vella with the flip reset! Will he hit it? Jafin defended it for Bosnia. Tim with an incredible shot and finds the bottom corner to get it 9-0. And we can see someone left the game. I don't know if that's rage quit or I don't know what that is, but Bosnia ended up with a carless. He joined back. Can Malta get 10-0? And they do by Vella with an incredible shot off the kickoff. And from what we can see, an incredible performance. 10-0 in the favor of Malta. Usually people count Malta out because we're a small country, but this is why we never give up. And 10-0, and Tim has the audacity to say GG. I don't know. what side that is on, but obviously great game. You love to see an incredible strong performance. Just to remind you, we are matching up against Bosnia, and we confirmed 1 point against them. If we win the second leg, we will get all the 3 points. I think the server timed out, so right now we're trying to get it back. Yes, it timed out. But hey, that was an incredible performance by the Maltese national team. If only Maltese soccer was this competitive. Alright, I don't know why people are telling me certain things in the chat. Lock in. I'm not gonna do anything wild if we get 10-0. Because there is still another matchup. And I can't, like, for example, pour something on top of my head because I have more things to do after this matchup. We have another game. Right now we're just waiting for the Bosnia team to lock in. They are almost locked in, everyone. It's an official stream, boys. We need to behave. Exactly. I should have came with a suit and tie. In my low-key, I was thinking about it. And how do I tell you? It doesn't fit anymore. And we are underway here. Let me go on this screen. And leg 2 against Bosnia kicks off with more pressure from the Maltese national team. Will Bosnia try harder here? Vella passes it to Tim. Tim, incredible read and an incredible pass to Jafin, nearly gets to him. And the Maltese boys reset. Very well done by Vella. Regaining possession. Jafin reads it off the sidewall. Nearly gets it into the net. Jafin. Tim with an incredible save. Love to see it. Jafin pressures in the middle of the ground. Tim sets it off for himself on the sidewall. Gets that 50 towards Jafin. Jafin with the flip reset. Cut out by the Bosnia boys. Tim with an incredible shot. Jafin taps it in to give Malta the lead in the second leg. You love to see it, everybody. And Malta are on their way to another 3 points in our group. Vella. Tim. A double commit, a triple commit. Nearly worked out in the favor of Malta. Jafin takes the boost. Tries to set up one of his teammates. Vella touches it to the ceiling. Flip reset. Vella nearly gets it in. Jafin tried to get the rebound but couldn't get there. Tim tries the fake and didn't work. Vella. Jafin needs to be careful here. Bosnia tried to go under, but Tim gets a brilliant save there. Jafin. A big 50 that gets it to Vella, but Vella couldn't redirect it. Tim. A close one by Tim. Jafin off the sidewall. Vella and Jafin both go up for it. Tim regaining possession. Tim sets it up to Jafin, and Jafin nearly scores there. Very unfortunate. Tim. Very unfortunate to not get it there. But Jafin regains possession. Jafin controlling the ball very well here. Gets a big bump off, and Tim couldn't capitalize. But Vella can dunk here, and he does! With another lovely goal by the Maltese national team. Jafin starts that off with a big bump. Tim sets it up to Vella, and Vella with a brilliant dunk. And you love to see it from the Maltese national team. 2-0 And a step closer to 3 points for Malta. Jafin hits the post. Vella regains possession of the back wall. Bosnia trying to wait for him. See an opportunity to clear. They get a 50, but only as far as Tim. Tim redirects it to Jafin. Couldn't get it in net. Tim goes up for the ball. Incredible air control to recover. Sees where his teammates are. Tries to flick it to Jafin. And Malta were left with an open net. And Bosnia are back in this match. Trailing 2-1. Tim and Vella both go for the kickoff. Vella pressures the ball. Vella can get the read here. Both Vella and Tim fake it for Jafin. Jafin passes it to Vella. Vella leaves it to Tim. Tim leaves it to Vella again. Jafin tries to time farm on the sidewall. Vella tries to give a pass to Tim. Tim nearly got the demo there. Jafin loses out on a 50, but Tim helps him out. Tim pressures it again. Brilliantly done by the Maltese national team. Can Jafin score this? He can on the bottom corner to give Malta that small cushion of 2 goals. And we are one step closer to another 3 points by Malta, and second place nearly confirmed now with just under a minute left for the Maltese boys. Jafin off the ceiling. Can he get a ceiling shot? And he does! And that was a dirty one by Jafin. And you always like to see it in these big competitions. Lovely shot. A ceiling into a musty. You love to see it. The Maltese boys showing their flair. You always love to see it. Jafin passes it to Tim. Tim gets another goal here. It feels like the Maltese boys are trying again. A brilliant pass by Jafin as well to pick out Tim. We obviously like to see the small details in their play. Very complex, but very thoughtful as well. Every small movement in Rocket League is a big difference. Especially their rotation. Jafin gets a flip reset. Wins the 50. Tries to get a bump. Vella applying more pressure. Bosnia just get it out in the last few seconds. But that is Bosnia trying to get another goal here, but it doesn't matter because Malta secure another 3 points in Group C to guarantee us second place in the Nations League Week 2. And you love to see it. GG's all round to the Bosnia team. Very well played. And Malta are now facing their next and final opponents of the day, which are the Netherlands. And from what we can see, we are on 6 points. We won against Iceland and also Bosnia over 2 legs. And now this is basically the battle for first place. We are all proud of the Maltese boys with an incredible performance. This will get us more consistency points because we are placing higher and we are confirmed to be place second or first now. Depends on the Netherlands result. And yes, that is the next game we are going to be casting, of course. We have just under 6 minutes left. And yes, everyone, we have the Netherlands up against us. I am just going to take a look at the current standings as well. so I can keep you guys updated. There are a lot of games happening as we speak, including Serbia against Czech Republic. That is an important game for who we will be versing in the knockouts, because they are in our area of qualification. There's also France against Belarus. France obviously have the famous Zen playing with them. Vatira as well. A winner of the Paris Major, who just concluded a few days ago. I think it was about a week ago as well. There's Germany versus Ukraine happening as we speak. Yeah, there's a lot of games going on at the moment. I'm just gonna be pulling up the current results. So, can go Nations League, Group C. Yes, Netherlands have 6 points, so the Netherlands have the same exact points as us. So all is determined on how well we do against the Netherlands to see if we're going to place first or second in the group. Iceland are third at the moment, and Bosnia are fourth. But Bosnia and Iceland need to play against each other, and Malta and Netherlands need to play against each other. So basically it all comes down to the wire to see the placings and the standings of all teams. And you love to see it though. A very competitive group, as you can see. My prediction is Iceland will win against Bosnia, and that places them third, and Bosnia will be placed fourth. But we'll see. We'll see. It's all up for grabs for everyone. The better we do, the more consistency points we get, and we rank more. And I believe top 12 qualify for the contentional championship, which is like the major things. And from the contentional championships, then you advance to the finals. So we're advancing slowly but surely. So we just need another big performance against Netherlands. We obviously, tomorrow we will be streaming the knockouts here as well, just to let you guys know. Make sure to follow Project Eversio on all socials for the latest results, highlights and announcements on tournaments like these as well. And yeah, everyone, we still have another match left, but I want to thank you guys for always tuning in one of these streams and supporting our local team. And yeah, I can't be more grateful, everyone, on behalf of all Project Eversio as well. I'm gonna go on a small break of around 1 minute just to drink something from the fridge, because my throat is a bit iffy right now. But I will be back in around a minute with the final matchup against the Netherlands. I'll see you guys very, very shortly. Alright, we are back. We are about to kick off, everyone. Lovely to see. We are pretty much ready to kick off. And we are about to kick off against the famous Netherlands. We faced them in week 1 and it was a really competitive game. And we are about to kick off very shortly. And we are about to do so. Everyone is in. And we are ready for the first leg against the Netherlands. 3-2-1 and we started. Tim. Vella. Vella gets a really good 50, but couldn't square it to net. These are different players from the Netherlands national team we played in week 1. That's a brilliant detail you need to take note of. Vella. Tim resets the action. Goes for the flip reset, gets cut off. Jafin. Vella goes for the fake and manages to squeeze it under the Netherlands defender. And Malta are off to a flying start here in game 1 against the Dutch. And we have an early 1-0 lead. Aya boys. That is a lovely comment from the big Zelion. Very nice, very nice. And Jafin gets another goal. And Malta are taking no chances and Vella flicks it up to Jafin and Jafin brilliantly puts it in net. Let's go. Is all we can see right now. Shout out to the 30 viewers watching this intense matchup. Kickoff goes in the favor of the Dutch. Mike Boy tries to square it, but couldn't get there. Vella. Brilliantly done by Vella. Jafin. Off the sidewall. Tries to get the read. Doesn't have boost though. Tim regains possession. Pinch on the ceiling. Couldn't get it in net though. Jafin. Goes for the double touch. Very unfortunate. Tim! Off the backboard. And Vella regains possession. Vella. Brilliantly done. Jafin. Jafin to Vella! And Vella with another brilliant strike to get us off. Firing on all cylinders in the first leg against the Dutch. An incredible performance we can see in front of our eyes. Malta about to top the group. 4-0 with an incredible kickoff goal by Jafin as well. The plays are being faster than what I can ever react to. This is insane. A big well done goes to the Maltese national team. Fantastic passage of play indeed, Zelion. The Dutch trying to minimize the gap. Vella, an incredible read. Runs out of boost. Jafin with a big 50. Tim gets it to his teammates, but the Dutch capitalize and minimize the Maltese lead by 1 goal. And the Dutch read the pass very well there and saw the opportunity. But it doesn't need to get into the Maltese boys' heads because it's only 1 goal. And the 3-goal lead is still pretty much there. Tim passes it to Jafin. Jafin touches it to Vella. Vella tries to read it. Tim gets boost and regains possession. Passes it to Jafin. Jafin gets it off the backboard. Couldn't get it into net. Tim tries to touch it to his teammate. Vella couldn't get there again. Tim goes off the backboard and gets a brilliant save there. Vella. And Tim Great communication, not to double commit. Jafin clears it. Vella gets the bump off. Tim regains possession. Jafin goes for the flip reset. Fakes it. An incredible pass to Vella by Jafin. But very unfortunate there. Tim gets the double jump. Vella tries to catch the Dutch off guard. Jafin tries to do so as well. Vella applying more pressure, bumping him as well. Jafin tries to go off the sidewall. Gets intercepted. Vella applying more pressure. Jafin tries to read it off the sidewall. Tim with an incredible save. Like David De Gea in his prime. Vella off the backboard. Tim reads it beautifully. Jafin touches it off the sidewall again. Can he square it to Vella? Fakes going for it. Tim tries to find Vella and he does! To try to secure the first leg win for Malta. And an insane amount of pressure by the Maltese boys leaves the Dutch net wide open, and 5-1 to Malta is the current score with just around a minute left on the clock. Tim gets the bump off. Vella gets an incredible clear off as well. The Dutch try to pinch it off the ceiling. An incredible shot, but brilliantly read by Tim. Tim can create a play of his own here. Fakes it. Vella takes it from his toes. Tries to find Jafin. Jafin keeps the play alive. Tim off the backboard and Vella touches it in on the bottom corner, and 6-1 from these Maltese boys. And no one would think that the margin of goals would be this big. And the Maltese goats done it again, and we're about to top the group as it stands. Obviously we still have another game to play against the Netherlands, but this is a brilliant step in the right direction to top the group. And if we top the group, we get an immense amount of consistency points and more of a chance to qualifying for the final 12. Jafin with an immense amount of pressure. Tim is gonna time farm a bit here with a flip reset, and Jafin touches it home to secure the first leg against the Dutch. And an incredible performance. One more for the World Cup Classic. They couldn't get there, but it was still a brilliant matchup. And it was honestly very unexpected. A 6-1 Maltese win against the Dutch. Remember, the Dutch won in week 1 against us, and they knocked us out in the playoffs. But here we can see that we won 6-1. Of course, this is not the same team. I would recognize if they were the same team, so they might be playing a different team, but still the credit needs to go to the Maltese team for putting up a brilliant performance. And honestly, you can't complain. We're almost about to kick off the second game, but we have 1 point guaranteed winning the first game. If we win the second, we top the group in first, get a big amount of consistency points, and also get a really good draw as well. So this is definitely something we need to do and lock in for. And let's see if the Maltese team can get all the 3 points in the bag. And as you can see, we're about to kick off again. Can we get some W's in the chat for the Maltese national team so they can top the group? A kickoff attack by the Dutch. Brilliantly done by Tim. Vella tries to set up the first play for Malta here. Tim goes for the 50. Jafin couldn't get there, and the Dutch find the first goal in game 2. The second leg against the Dutch. Very unfortunate, but the Maltese boys know how they can get this tie back in their favor. 3-1 and another kickoff. Will it go in the favor of Malta? Jafin got a brilliant demolition there, but the Maltese boys are pressured to defend. Vella tries to touch it to his teammates, and the Dutch score and catch us off guard for the second time in under a minute. Very unfortunate. Brilliantly done by the Dutch. They're still a really good team, so we can't underestimate them. Let's see how this kickoff will go. Jafin applies more pressure. The Maltese team regrouping. Jafin gets demoed. Vella applying more pressure. Getting a demo off. The Dutch try to get a play off the wall here. And the Dutch get the third goal. And the Dutch are firing on all cylinders. And Vella couldn't get there, unfortunately. And Malta are trailing 3-0 as we speak. So the Maltese boys will change up what they're doing for sure. Vella applying more pressure. Jafin passes it to Tim. Tim nearly got the dunk off. And Vella pressuring again. Jafin getting a big 50. Tim goes up for it. Jafin passes it to Tim again. The Maltese team regrouping. Vella applying more pressure. Jafin rotating. Tim gets it off the backboard. Vella intercepts a pass. Now it's time for the Maltese to attack. Off the backboard. The Dutch are defending pretty well here. Tim tries to pass it to his teammates. Jafin whiffs off the backboard. And Jafin and Tim couldn't clear it. And a good shot by the Dutch attacker. It's still comeback. The comeback is still on. But we can see that the Dutch are obviously playing well now. A flip reset by Vella nearly opens up an opportunity for the Maltese team. Tim gets it beautifully. Vella takes the boost, applies more pressure. And the backboard shot. Mike Boy gets the rebound, and 5-0 for the Dutch. Of course, we need to be careful of the goal difference. We had a pretty good goal difference, 5-1, so we need to at least minimize the gap to top the group with goal difference. As it stands, the Netherlands top the group, but the Maltese national team know what they're doing. And that's why they're trying to pass more. Tim gets it off the backboard. Jafin. Tim tries to pass it to Jafin. Jafin couldn't read that well. And the Dutch score another one. And hey, the dream is still alive. We can still manage to mitigate the goal difference, but the Dutch are firing on all cylinders. He was like Memphis Depay, yes. That is a good observation. Tim reads it off the backboard. Can Malta get out of defense? They can't. And 7-0 is what they did. 6-0 is the most dangerous lead. Debatable. It's 7 now. And it's 8. And very unfortunate for the Maltese. Very, very unfortunate. They couldn't string in a few passes, or it might have been the Dutch finding out what they were doing. And a big bump and a brilliant save by Jafin. Tim. Vella. Trying to get out of their half. Jafin. Lurking, trying to find the pass to Tim. Finds it brilliantly. Tim. Gets the flip reset off. And couldn't get it in net. Jafin gets demoed again. Jafin clears it into the opponent's half, but Tim regains possession. Tim over one! Jafin hits the crossbar, and nothing is going well for Malta here. With a big need of a lot of goals. 4 to tie it and 5 to top the group. In just under 50 seconds. Vella goes up for it as well. And the Dutch going for the double touch. Jafin fakes a dribble. And the Dutch nearly finds another goal. And they do with a rebound, and 9-0 is the score. And very, very unfortunate for the Maltese national team. Jafin nearly got there. And the goal difference is looking not in our favor. As we can see, Vella getting a demo. Tim trying to pass it, and nothing is going well for the Maltese national team, and 10-0 is the score as we speak. And the Dutch are looking to top the group on goal difference as we speak. All good, we move. We still will be second and get a lot of consistency points as well, so listen, even though nothing is going our way in the second leg, 1 goal every 2 seconds. I don't think that will even be enough at this point. How much was the first leg? It was 5-1 if I'm not mistaken. 5-1 in the favor of Malta. So a draw will still be on the boards, but the Dutch will top the group with goal difference. Listen, this is still a draw. And it's not a bad showcase by the Maltese national team, just to remind you. A very, very good performance. Malta need to be top 12 by the end of the stages to make it to the main event. Yes, they need to be top 12. Or it's getting predicted that we need to be top 12, because they haven't put an official statement yet, but that is the amount people are guessing. Yeah, I think they activated Dutch genes. Yeah, I think that's correct. I am going to be looking to clarify the standings of the group very shortly. This is a good song. I know we just lost, but listen, I had a big smirk on my face because I genuinely thought we could beat the Netherlands. In the first game, I don't know what went right, but the Maltese team were chaining up a lot of good passes, but the Netherlands showed up in game 2, and the points are shared, but they beat us with goal difference. They definitely beat us with goal difference, because before our matchup they had 17 and we had 16. And even Zelion knows a thing or two about goal difference, because he was looking at it because Tottenham barely survived. And unfortunately we don't top the group in that regard. But hey, it was a really good performance by the Maltese national team. They're still updating the official site as well, so we are waiting on the confirmation. Zelion is one of the only Tottenham fans I know. Hey, they managed to stay up in the Premier League. Yeah, the Premier League. They haven't updated our score right now. I'm just waiting on updates and seeing where we are on the knockouts. Maybe we can do that. And I will also try to show you guys where that leaves us in the group stage. Alright. Alright, so I'm just setting this up real quick. Alright. Champions of Europe, we're never seeing that. I mean, they're not even gonna be in any European competition. Not even the Conference League. Alright, so I'm about to pull up the results. I think they updated. Yes, they did. And I can show you as well where that leaves Malta tomorrow as well, because tomorrow the knockout games will commence. So, as you can see here, these are the results of all the group. Bosnia lost against Iceland as well, so that leaves Iceland on 3 points, Bosnia on 0, so Iceland are 3rd, Bosnia are 4th, Malta finished off 2nd in the group, and the Netherlands on 1st, but tied points, but they beat us with goal difference. So that is how the table is looking like. Now this means that we will face, so we are Group C 2nd. So let me find it. Against Group F 3rd. Alright, let's see Group F 3rd. Against Greece. So we are heading to Athens tomorrow and versing Greece. Alright, so we will be versing Greece. We should be looking good for bracket stage then. You can say that, yes. You can definitely say that. I was looking at the bracket earlier. Low-key 1st or 3rd would have been a bit better. But listen, first we're gonna be versing Greece. I think Vella's better than Zen. Hey, listen, they're on the same page. They're both SSL, so who knows? So we're versing Greece. Alright, so Group C 2nd. Where are Group C 2nd? Actually, they haven't updated them yet. So, Group C 2nd. I can't see. So, E first. So, E first. who... This is why, because then we're probably, after Greece, we're versing England. And England top the group. Because then England are gonna face Cyprus, so England will win. And they beat Bulgaria, Portugal, Kazakhstan. They lost against Germany. So probably what will happen is we will verse Greece and then probably face England. And England are not doing bad right now. We take it game by the game, that's for sure. And listen, a big performance in game 1 against the Netherlands, but that confirmed that we will verse Greece in the first round of the knockouts. And then in the round of 32 we'll probably verse England. First we need to get past Greece though. And those two games, obviously, it's basically the loser gets eliminated of the week. So from what we can see, we just need to take it game by the game, and if we manage to beat Greece, then we will keep advancing. But our first round of the knockouts is against Greece. We will get the confirmation overnight as well, so keep up to date with the Project Eversio platforms. Project Eversio on all platforms, of course. But it should be Malta versus Greece in our first knockout. So, good stuff. Of course, we can say W Malta, W Vella, Tim, and also Jafin. A brilliant show of performance as well. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today's live stream. The week 2 of the FIFAe Nations League group stages. And we can obviously conclude it on a very bright note. We beat Iceland on the first game over 2 legs. The same said for Bosnia. We managed to get a 10-0 on the first leg, and then we beat them in the second as well. And we drew with the Netherlands, taking home the first leg and losing the second leg, unfortunately. But it's a very big improvement from week 1, because week 1 the Netherlands obviously knocked us out and we kept a draw against them. So we obviously gotta take the positives and keep moving forward. I'll be with you tomorrow for the knockout stages. Maximum 2 games. The first game starting at 7 PM GMT +1, which is the Maltese time, 7 PM. And the second, if we advance, the second game will be at 8 PM. It will be all broadcasted on this channel here, Eversio TV. Make sure to follow Project Eversio on all platforms. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone for tuning in today's live stream. As we speak, the official FIFA.gg website is updating. They put France, Hungary, and Belarus into the bracket. Of course, you can go on FIFA.gg to keep up to date with the bracket. Go on FIFA eWorld Cup 2026 featuring Rocket League, and go on the Nations League tab, week 2, and the knockouts. Those are next. Of course, thanks to Mick and everyone at Project Eversio for obviously giving me another chance to cast another tournament. Obviously, yes, any follows would be highly appreciated across all platforms for Project Eversio. Obviously, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's been your boy Cynical. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And apart from that, guys, hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless, take care. I'll see you all tomorrow with another stream. See ya. Bye bye.